Hey everybody, Travel Man Dan here, and man, this episode's gonna be awesome. Have you ever wanted to see one of the great natural wonders of the world? Because if you have, today we're out here at Niagara Falls, New York, and I'm gonna show you Niagara Falls, the largest waterfall in the world. It's gonna be awesome. So sit back, relax, get ready for the show. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the American side of the falls. Then we're gonna walk over to Canada and I'm gonna show you the Horseshoe Falls. And let's go check it out. All right, well, here we are. First thing you gotta do if you wanna see the American side is come on down to downtown Niagara Falls, or as locals like to call it, near the Rainbow Bridge. And well, there's the Niagara Falls State Park that you can park at, or you can park at one of the souvenir shops or casinos. But yeah, and then you're gonna walk into the park. The park is free. That's right, free. And yeah, the first thing upon walking in is you're gonna hear the rumble. And well, it is quite cold out today, so you can't really see the mist, but on a hot summer day you can kind of see the mist. But as you walk in just about 20 feet, you can see right here this river, and we're going to get a closer look at the last bit of the Niagara River before it dumps into Lake Ontario over the falls. A couple of things I want to tell you about. A lot of people don't know this, but actually Niagara Falls, there's 3 waterfalls. And there's the American Falls, which is in Niagara Falls, New York. Then there is the Bridal Veil Falls, which is kind of halfway in the middle. And then if you cross over to the Canadian side, you'll see the Horseshoe Falls. All are just equally as impressive. So make sure that if you come out here that you cross over to Canada, and we will later. We're gonna walk over to Canada, but you can drive and check out the Horseshoe Falls. But yeah, let's get a little closer. Another thing to make note of is if you want to come and check out the Maid of the Mist, which is a boat that will take you right up to the water and the falls along the river. You may have seen it in movies, or Bruce Almighty, which I did have a small appearance in. And well, also the Cave of the Winds, where you go behind the one falls. So keep in mind, if you want to do these activities, these are seasonal. And right now it's well, it's way too cold, icy, snowy, and you really can't take the boat up to the falls or get behind the rocks on the cave. So I'll go ahead and put the link down to the Niagara Falls Tourist Association, and you can check out the times. But typically it's usually sometime in the spring and runs right about October. So stay tuned. We're gonna get closer to the falls, and if you want to check out the Cave of the Winds or the Maid of the Mist, be sure to time your trip accordingly. Holy shit, man, this river is chugging. You can see how strong the rapids are. Look at this crazy water flow. You gotta be really careful. The only thing that's separating you is this little railing, then a walkway. But you can see this little bridge will take you over to that area, and that area is called Goat Island. It's just like a little park that you can go and hang out, and you get another perspective of the falls from over on that side. But you can see the Niagara River just starts ripping through here and just cutting down, and it's got all these rocks and trees, and you can see all the rapids and the swirl pools, and holy shit, And look at over here. You see where it just drops off the cliff? Yep, baby, that's the falls. So if you go in here and go over there, probably not gonna see ya. Although there is a Daredevil museum, and I will put a link below if you want to check that out. But man, look at this edge and look at the strength and power of these rapids. Every time I'm from here, every time I come out here, I'm scared, and I can feel the power and the strength of the water. It is just, wow, beautiful. All right, so here I am. I'm standing at the edge of the American Falls. And over there where it says casino, that's the Canadian side. And look, you can even see some of the horseshoe falls. But I'm right at the edge of this sucker. Look at all the powerful water that is flowing through this crazy area. Look at that. Hang on tight. If you decide to go over in a boat, a log, a barrel, hang on tight. If you look just beyond that little area, you see the little Bridal Veil Falls. It's a smaller waterfall, but just as beautiful and equally as powerful. And then way over there, you'll go ahead and you'll see the Canadian side. That's the Horseshoe Falls. We're gonna walk over there later. Well, there you have it. One of the great natural wonders of the world, Niagara Falls. Wow. If you look down here, there's a whole bunch of rocks down there. And well, I wish you could be here and feel the power of the water and just the sound that it makes. You gotta come out here and check out Niagara Falls for yourself. Well, unfortunately, because of the ice and the snow and the weather conditions, we're not able to go up there today. But you can see this giant overlook. It's kind of like an overhang patio that is crowded. There's a little restaurant. You can go up there and get drinks and stuff, but you can't go up there now because of the icy, slippery ground and the conditions with the snow. But it's really pretty because you get an overlook of everything from the Canadian skyline to all the different falls. I mean, you can see over here, this is Niagara Falls, Ontario. And wow. Just can't imagine this place without all the tourism and hundreds of years ago and its natural element, just knowing that it was here. So if you look down here, that's the old hydropower plant. We'll try to get a little closer to that, but that was invented, or I guess Nikola Tesla helped design that and was able to create energy using hydropower at the hydropower plant in Niagara Falls. You know, growing up here, I've always had the luxury of coming out here anytime I really want it, whether it was spring, summer, fall, or winter. And for me, the winter time, although it's really cold and windy, there's something about the falls that is really beautiful with the surrounding snow and the cold weather. And well, there is less things to do, but there's less tourists, so it's easier to move around. And you know, the natural beauty that comes with the snow and the ice is really something to see. So if you get a chance to come out here in the summer, that's great, but don't shy away from coming out here in the winter. But make sure you bring gloves. All right, so that's the American Falls and the Bridal Veil Falls. If you see where this tree line is and stuff like that, that was where I was telling you about before. That's Goat Island. And well, if you cross that bridge and go over to Goat Island, you basically get the same view of the American Falls, just from the other side. You kind of get that side view. Still epic as hell. But now, if we spin around and we go over here, if you see this bridge right here, it's what we call the Rainbow Bridge here in Buffalo. And there's 3 bridges. There's the Rainbow Bridge. There's the bridge that crosses through, called the Fort Erie Bridge, through the city of Buffalo. And then there's the Lewiston Bridge, which is the furthest way down. But we're gonna go ahead, and I'm actually gonna walk across that bridge and go into the Canadian side. And we're gonna go over to an area that they call Clifton Hill. Now, Clifton Hill is kind of like your Hollywood Boulevard, or your really tourist area where there's all kinds of cliche souvenir shops and places that you can go and eat. You got your Hard Rock Cafe, you got your things like that that you see all over the world. So we're gonna go over there. We're not gonna bother with any of the touristy kind of stops, but we definitely are gonna get a view of the Canadian Falls and the life over there. And I'll show you how you cross the border by foot. One of the things that you want to make sure that you have if you're going to be crossing the border is passport. It is another country. You don't want to take the river road. And if you are from New York State and you're here in Western New York and you live here, you can get what's called a conditional license stamp. It's basically if you're, Niagara Falls, Buffalo, surrounding area, and they know that you sometimes cross over frequently, so they'll give you a conditional license. But yeah, let's go check out the Canada side. Beautiful, beautiful down here. All right, so off to my right behind me is the Rainbow Bridge. We gotta first go through customs, which is over there. Then you will walk across the Rainbow Bridge. Now, I remember when I was younger, you used to be able to ride your bicycle, but I don't think you're allowed to during the icy conditions. Once again, that is a seasonal thing. So if you are a cyclist and you want to get that experience of riding your bike over the border, I don't think it's allowed November until about April. But double check with customs. I may be wrong, but we're gonna go check it out and cross over into Canada. All right, so, we got a little friend. Hey, buddy. Hey, get out of here, man. I ain't got any peanuts or anything for you. Last thing I want to get is rabies. As you can see, the squirrels are quite friendly. That guy walked right up to me, but I don't have any peanuts. Okay, so here you go. You got the park back where we came from, into Canada, right here. Let's go. One of the things, hello, that I'm a little nervous about is, Travelman Dan's kind of a wuss when it comes to bridges and heights and things like that. I'm not petrified, but I definitely get a little anxiety crossing this bridge, and I didn't really think about it until right now. So if you get a cool shot of Travelman Dan curled up on a ball, crying his eyes out because he's scared to walk, well, I guess that's interesting for you guys. But yeah, let's go check it out. All right, so you just walked through here. I'm probably gonna have to shut this off because I don't think they're gonna let me in. But there's the pedestrian inspection. Let's go, and I'll probably have to shut this off. Wow, just a epic view from here on the bridge. Ah, man. And you can see over here, the Canadian flag has all these cars. Well, they're in line to cross, and you got to go through customs and border patrol and all that stuff. It doesn't look to be too bad here at the Rainbow Bridge. If you see way down there, that's that other bridge I was talking about. That's the Lewiston Bridge. And well, you really can't see the third bridge, the one in downtown Buffalo, but it's not too bad. You pull up, make sure you have your conditional license, your passport, and just proper identification. And look at this shot, baby. Wow, amazing, amazing. All right, So now I'm gonna have to go ahead and shut this off in a minute because we are going into customs and they won't let me film. But let's take one last look here. All right, well, although it is freezing, it's actually a really nice day. And look, we got the sun shining down on us at Niagara Falls. I'm gonna go ahead and have to turn this off because we're about to go through Canadian customs. But that's pretty much it. We were just on that side and you just walk across the bridge and to Canada. Here we go.